No, it's not a honeybee, it's a dronefly. The dronefly is of course one of our hoverflies. It's one of the big hoverflies, and it looks like a bee, like a honeybee. And there it is on a dandelion. The dandelions are all coming out now, and here's a beautiful dandelion down there, and they're full of pollen, and everything depends on them at this time of the year. This is a dronefly, which is a really beneficial insect. The larvae of this fly actually looks like a little submarine, and it has a breathing tube, a telescopic breathing tube. It actually looks like a little telescope. And the tail, it's called the rat-tailed maggot, which doesn't sound great, and it might not be the prettiest of insects, but it has that really funny little snorkel. The snorkel can extend out, and it's able to go quite deep underwater, and it just breathes through that tail, and it stays out of the way. It usually finds like a puddle, well, not a puddle, it'll be a hole in a tree or a bit of water that's just caught in something, and so the fly will lay its eggs just by the water there, and the eggs hatch out, and the maggot lives in the water, and it turns into this really handsome fly, a really important pollinating insect. So do keep an eye out for these. It's not the most colourful hoverfly, it has those amazing big eyes, and it's really brilliant at getting pollen, and they're absolutely covered in pollen. This one's doing a great job. You see he's quite big, he's as big as a honeybee, but his head is a different shape, and he doesn't have 4 wings like a bee does, he just has 2. And these things called peristyles, which kind of help keep balance. They're basically like stalks where the second set of wings would be on another insect, but they hold them steady in the air. You see them actually on helicopters as well these days. So helicopters probably have them, some helicopters, because they've been studying insects when they're designing them. So look at that, it's a handsome creature. It's not the most colourful, but it is really nice. And it's really getting into that food, into that pollen.